It's the GAMA Trade Show 2016. I'm Z Garcia. I am here with Robert from Counter Clockwork Games. Robert, good to see you.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. And you've brought a game to show us. Tell me a little bit about this one. What is it called?
So this is The Shadow over Westminster.
Okay.
It's a modern adventure horror game where you are members of different secret societies. So you've got like the Illuminati and the Knights Templar, and you've come together because you know that the end of the world is coming. Only you don't know what it is. So at the beginning of the game, you choose one of the 16 different scenarios and it goes on the board face down and it stays there to taunt you.
Okay.
Hopefully about halfway through the game, you do well enough that you get to flip that over and find out, all you have to do is stop the Ancient One from being awoken.
That's
Easy as that.
Okay.
The 16 different scenarios all change the game in different ways, and they run the gamut. So if you like your Lovecraft, you've obviously got your Ancient One, but you can stop Ragnarok, you can stop aliens, a war between angels and demons. There's lots of fun material in there. And 4 of them actually involve one of the agents betraying the others.
I see.
So if one of those flips over,
clearly cooperative game.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Most of the time cooperative. I like to call it a mostly cooperative sort of deck builder. Because your character management system is a deck of cards. So your character doesn't have any stats or numbers. This is everything you can do. And as the game goes on, you'll get better investigations. You'll get these artifacts from the British Museum basement, and you'll add them to your deck. But it plays significantly differently than any other deck builder that's out there. It breaks a few of the rules. For instance, the cards don't even all have the same back to them. Okay. And that's intentional. They have different type backs. What that lets you do is you know what type of card is on top of your deck. You can plan for that. You know what type of card other people have coming up, and you can save one card between rounds. It means that I can play my hand, plan my next hand, and know what other people are planning. So instead of just a blind draw going in without knowing what I'm doing, I have an idea for what I'm doing on my next turn, and it gives you a much deeper level of strategy to come in with. It also, you don't just go and resolve something and you're done with it, because that's not really how an investigation would play out. If you go and investigate somewhere, you invest your resources and they stay there as long as you do.
Okay.
Other people can come in and invest with you, but you're racing against the evil things that are showing up around the board. So it's a lot of risk versus reward. You might decide as a team to try to go against that terror that's right on the edge of going bad, because you might think it'll pay off, or you could try to play it safe. It makes it so that it's a cooperative game that's not a puzzle with one right answer.
Okay, gotcha. So it's all card-based, really? There's no dice, nothing like that?
No dice, nothing like that. It's all completely card-driven.
Very nice. About how long is the game play?
So I like to call it that epic save-the-world game that plays in an hour, not 4 hours.
Okay,
so typical game runs somewhere between 45 to 90 minutes, depending on the number of players and whether or not there's a trader. The traders tend to slow the game down because all of a sudden everybody gets very secret about what they're trying to do.
Sure. So based on the scenario, if it's one of the trader ones, you're telling me it's a little longer. Are the other ones, do they typically give you about the same play length?
They do. Every scenario, when that flips over, it changes the rules of the game, and they each change it in a different way that very much follows the theme of what it is.
Yeah, let me show some of these so we can get them on our overhead here. I'll just display some. You can go ahead and keep going.
So you have a few, like the Armageddon clock starts a countdown scenario, and that one will play a little quicker because you're racing to stop it. Other ones, such as the Rift War. Suddenly, cards that would be bad otherwise become useful to you, so you're trying to collect them without taking too many, because they can still cause you problems.
Gotcha.
But you're trying to really build your decks larger before you go in, and that'll run to an hour or a little longer of a game there.
Okay, great. What's the price point on this one?
This MSRP is $49.99.
Okay. And availability?
It is available right now on my website, ccwgames.com, and you can find it in a few retail stores around the country. Hopefully some more soon.
Okay, gotcha. Great. Robert, good talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. See you soon.